guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about one of the first lockdowns I've actually had at my school yesterday. Okay, so basically, because I'm a safety, if you don't know what that is, I take little kids to the bus, like some second graders, kindergartners, and first graders. So I get to leave a little early. Okay, so we have this thing called a pod, for each grade, except for kindergarten, where all the classrooms are in like one big amount of space. So the 5th grade pod's right here. That's the 4th grade pod, and then the 5th grade and then the 1st grade pod's right here. So I go to the 1st grade pod, and I meet my friend there because we safety together. I knew him since I was like 3. His name is Langston. So I go there. I get 2 of my kids. I get Scarlett, Emerson, Joshua, and Davis. I'm still waiting on Safi and Maddox. So, and then basically, I look back for a second. I see all the first graders coming towards me, and then I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? And I hear the announcement say, lockdown, lockdown. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. And then I hear one of the first grade teachers, Miss Rudo. She's like, all 5th graders, go to Miss Waltmeyer's classroom. All 1st graders, go to your classroom. So I didn't, because I knew one of my kids were in Miss Waltmeyer's classroom, but I didn't see any, so I thought they just went to the wrong classrooms. At least they knew they were safe. And then I get in there, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And my friend just like, because I'm still in like shock. And I'm like, what's going on? Is this still actually a lockdown? So and Miss Waltmeyer was like, yeah, it's actually a lockdown. I'm I'm crying so much. I'm praying. Oh, my best friend Rory, she was texting her mom. She was texting her dad, and she was about to text my mom. Miss Waltmeyer was like, oh, 5th graders, put your phone away. And I'm just like crying so much. We were in there for at least like an hour. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And I was like, and they started taking attendance, and then they started closing the windows. They started closing on the door, there's a little window. And she put the blind over that. She locked the door. And I'm like, what's going on? At least she didn't turn off the lights. So I thought like there was a school shooter. I heard things breaking. I heard stomping. I thought like there was a school shooter going on. I thought there was a school shooter, or like someone broke into the school that wasn't supposed to be there. And then I see my friend Hannah. She's like she wasn't crying, but like we could tell she was crying on the inside because like her face was all red. And like we had fun, but it's also really scary at the same time because again, it was like my first lockdown. Like most of the 5th graders, we were crying, and the 1st graders, they weren't crying because we were Miss Waltmeyer said we can read to them, and then all the 1st graders just like, can you guys read to me? I'm like, oh, it was so funny. And then, yeah, we had a good time, but it was also really scary. So when I got out, we were in there for like about an hour and 30 minutes because we were bus riders. We were the last to be called. First they dismissed car riders, then aftercare, then walkers, then bus riders. So I'm like scared for my life. I go back into the 1st grade. We go back out into the 1st grade pod. And then I'm like still crying. And all my friends are like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was just like, yeah, I'm okay. And then I'm just thinking like, I wish I got to hug my mom one last time. Because I literally thought I was gonna die. And so I'm still crying. Miss Rudo comes up to me. I'm like, are you okay? Look, we're safe. We don't know what's going on, but we're safe. If we weren't safe, we would have still been in the classroom. We would have been hiding by the corner, or we would have escaped the school by now. I'm just like, okay, and I'm still crying. And then like when me and Langston were walking the kids down, so like we do back and forth. I was in the back at the time, so like there's a table right here. I'm standing right here. The kids, they're like right. I have 6 kids. They're right here. Langston's standing right there. So we're going, and I'm still crying. I walk by my pod. I see all the boys looking at me. I'm just like, Mind your business. And I see my friend Celia looking at me. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And I walk to the bus. I walk outside. I go to my bus. I'm literally terrified. I'm terrified. I see the police everywhere. I saw a red stain on the concrete. I thought it was literally blood. I go to my bus. My bus driver is like, he's so nice. But he was just like, he was kind of rude today. He was kind of rude yesterday. And I go there. I'm still crying. I'm on the bus. I go to my neighborhood because we have like a middle circle right here, and then there's a loop around here with all the houses. Our bus goes around here. I don't see my mom because my mom has 2 cars. I see the door locked. I only see one of her cars. And I know she took one of her cars to work today. One of her cars to work yesterday. And then I'll go over there. I actually see my sister come out of the car. She's like, oh my gosh, come over here. Are you okay? I'm over there. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And I said, she's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And I said, we just had a lockdown at school. And I'm like still crying. Her friends are in the car, Maya and Victoria. And then I'm just like still crying. I stand there for about 15 minutes. I'm laughing, but I'm also crying at the same time. And my mom comes. She's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, I'm okay. And then after like an hour or two, they sent out an email and they said 2 people, they were like not acting good around there. They came into school property, and then a few parents witnessed it and they called the police. I'm just like, why are you taking attendance because of that? Why are you making us like so scared because of that? Most of the 5th graders are crying. Like, I barely even cry at school. I barely even cry unless something's actually wrong. So like, if they got me to cry, then like, it was definitely more than that. They're probably not telling us what's going on. So like, literally, they closed the blinds, they closed the windows, they almost turned off the lights. I'm like, what? All the like, it's locked. The school's locked. You can easily lock the school. It's not like they're gonna break into the school because apparently they didn't have a gun with them. And I'm just like, what? And like, I know there has to be something more than that. Because like, obviously, if 2 people weren't acting right at the school, they either have a gun with them or they're planning to break into the school. And they just said they weren't acting right near the school. Like, what? Like, I'm still scared to go to school today because I'm scared this is gonna happen again. Because like, when I was in the room, it was scary, but it was fun at the same time. I'm just glad I wasn't stranded in the room with my class, because my class is something else. I'm telling you, it's something else. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a good day. Stay safe. I'm telling you, stay safe. Safeties that are watching this video, keep your children safe. So yeah, bye guys, have a good day. I hope I will too.